Good morning. Welcome to Thinking is Contagious. And here we are on election day. Stock market, pre-opening, is up about 400 points. The market was up 400 yesterday. We'd had a couple of turbulent weeks, actually a turbulent month of October, and I think that was very indicative of what's going on. The market is forward-looking. They read the tea leaves very well, the stock market. And I think in October, the market was fearing a Biden election, and you saw this huge retraction. I think in the last couple of days of trading, you have seen a lot correlating with the shift in what the polls are saying. You are now seeing a market that believes that Donald Trump will win. And there's no coincidence that you've had 400-point gain on Monday, and today you're starting out the day pre-market at 400-plus point gain. So I think the market is saying, hey, Trump's going to win, and I think the market is right. And this plays into what triggered this program this morning. I was watching Maria Bartiromo, and I think she has a great show, but today she dropped the ball completely. I think it's because the guest she had on is someone that she knows and respects, didn't want to challenge him. But this gentleman came on. He's a large Biden donor, and he came on and basically was saying that the market's reaction of yesterday and today, the 400-point gains, was a result of Biden, the market believing that Biden's going to win. No, because the month before, the market was straight down, tanking, when Biden had his biggest leads in the polls. So there, she should have challenged him first time. If anything, what's happening now is the last week, when Trump has rebounded, the market for 2 days is rebounding. It's because the market believes Trump is going to win and Biden is not going to win. So Maria dropped the ball once. Second, this gentleman claims that comparing the growth in the stock market between Obama, Biden, and Trump, Pence, said that Obama, Biden grew, the market increased by 33%, and with Trump, 36%. And his disclaimer is that Trump, who came in at the depths of the economy, only grew at 36% compared to Obama, Biden, who grew at 33% during a normal economy. Again, Maria, you dropped the ball wrong. The people who benefited from the depths of the economy was Obama, Biden. 2008, that is documented. The depths of the United States economy. It's like a football coach takes over an 0-16 team and wins 4 games the next year. Guess what? He looks like Vince Lombardi. Obama, Biden grew 33% from nothing, from the rock bottom. And what they did was they stabilized and they showed very little growth. The worst growth economy. It took them 77 months to recapture all the jobs that were lost from the 2008 recession, depression, whatever you want to call it. It took 77 months when the typical recovery takes 25 months. So they were 3 times as long. They never had a year of 3% GDP growth. Never. It was a stagnant, go-nowhere economy with huge increases in poverty levels, people on welfare and food stamps under Obama, Biden. Tremendous adverse impact on minorities under Obama, Biden. Okay? Documented. Unarguable. This was something Maria should have brought out. She let it slide. Then the fact that they try to take from Trump's achievements, 36% growth, okay? 36% growth, $6,500 increase in median income in this country, record levels of unemployment in the black community, the Latin community, the Asian community, huge increases in home ownership in minorities, wage growth in minorities, all these things under Trump, plus the 36%, taking over from a stabilized economy, not from an 0-16 team, from an 8-8 team. And he made them a Super Bowl champion, an undefeated Super Bowl champion. So that is another one where Maria dropped the ball. Should have challenged this guy. The entire premise of that interview, every single premise that that gentleman, I wish I had gotten his name, every premise that that gentleman used in this interview this morning, November 3rd, 2020, Maria Bartiromo show, look it up, was false and a lie. And it's the typical platform on which liberals build their agenda. Tell a lie, tell a big lie, say it over and over and over again until people believe it's true. Everything that came out of this guy's mouth this morning was incorrect, and Maria, you should have called him out. And I emailed Maria's show this morning, and I'll keep you in touch and see if we hear back from it. I doubt it. Interesting article. Tim O'Donnell from a publication called The Week on November 1st, 2020, wrote this article. I saw it today on Yahoo. And Joe Biden finally disclosed his list of donors on October 31st, 2020. Very late, 90 million people having voted. And remember, this is Joe Biden, who is the candidate of the working class, the middle class, who claims that the average donation is $40. This is the Joe Biden, and he has kept his donor bundler list under wraps much longer and much later than any Democrat presidential candidate has done. It's the first time he made the list public was October 31st of 2020. He has 817 bundlers, what's called as bundlers. Those are contributors who contribute at least $100K. The majority of those bundlers are large Wall Street executives, Silicon Valley tycoons, and celebrity after celebrity after celebrity. Corporate America. Okay? Corporate America. Sure flies in the face of typical middle class, blue collar, white collar, hardworking Americans being his supporters and where he comes from. No, Joe, the guys who want to put you in office are Wall Street, are the banks, are Silicon Valley, is corporate America. People, listen, it's corporate America that wants Joe Biden because Donald Trump won't play ball. It is pharma that wants Joe Biden because Donald Trump is trying to cut out the insane and obscene profiting that's occurring from people's medicines. It is Wall Street that wants Biden to win, okay? So much so that Tyson Brody, who's a Democrat analyst, advocate, he worked for Bernie, and he is backing Biden, but he is extremely critical of the lack of transparency and the influence of these large campaign donors. And he's come out and said so in that article about his concerns, voicing his concerns, and the concerns that many Democrats have as to the timing of when this list was disclosed and how it flies. Campaign finance reform advocates are concerned that the list has been kept quiet so long. 90 million people have voted under the premise that this is small town Joe with his small donors. Lies. Again, lies. People, thinking is contagious. Open your eyes and look. It's late in the day. You're still going to go out and vote today. Whoever hasn't voted, understand who Joe Biden is. He is the poster child for Wall Street. He is the poster child for big business. He is the poster child from the very people that the liberals are saying that they want to get equity and equality from. They're all putting their money behind him. Okay? The article says that previous Democratic candidates have released the list on bundles in the name of transparency very early on. Very early on. Joe Biden hasn't released it. Joe Biden's integrity and honesty has always been a question. Okay? His lack of judgment is documented. He's been on the wrong side of almost every foreign policy decision and domestic decisions. He's been on the wrong side. That's his history. Look it up. We are on election day. We are at election day today. We are at the bridge to another 4 years of Donald Trump. And I'm going to say this again. To the liberals, to the Democrats, play ball. Cooperate. Allow Donald Trump in his second term as the duly elected president of this country to do the job the people hired him to do. Don't fight him. Work with him. The results were extraordinary until you people took a tragedy like the China flu and used it as a weapon to achieve your personal vendettas and your objectives of defeating Donald Trump. Defeating the man who was threatening to take away your feeding trough. Defeating the man who was a threat to your undermining of the American economies, the democracy, the freedoms, the liberties of this country, all in pursuit of an agenda, the agenda being the overthrow of America, who America is, and what America stands for, and what made America great. All that sellout is occurring for money and power. So play ball with Donald Trump. Let him finish his work, and guess what? You'll be done with him by 2024. But here's the warning: if you don't, if you continue to fight him, there is precedent. It's happened in this country before. I've told you, it happened with FDR. If we find ourselves in the same lawlessness, disorder, divisiveness that's been caused by the left, the divisiveness in this country, unequivocally, 100%, not 100%, 90% of the divisiveness that exists in this country has been caused by the left. And the one that's not caused by the left has been supported by the left anyway, because it fits the narrative, which is chaos. So allow Trump to do his job, because if not, just like with FDR, this country will be in no shape to switch jockeys in the middle of the race, the middle of the fight, the middle of the war against the enemies of America. And then you're going to have Donald Trump 2020 and beyond. You've been warned. You've failed every single effort up till now. The American people's voice will be heard again. Heed it and realize that your existence as a political party, Democrats, is going to hinge on your cooperation for the next 4 years. Trump 2020. Hopefully it doesn't need to be and beyond, but the option will be there. Thank you. Have a good election day, and we will talk soon. Bye.